Imagine leaving your front door unlocked. Anyone could walk in, right? That's what a security misconfiguration is. But instead of your home, it's your computer systems, applications, or networks. It's like leaving a welcome mat for hackers. These misconfigurations are essentially security settings that are incorrect, incomplete, or just plain missing. They might seem small, but they create vulnerabilities that attackers can exploit. These vulnerabilities can be as simple as a weak password or as complex as a flaw in your cloud storage setup. The bottom line is, they put your data and systems at risk. What makes security misconfigurations particularly dangerous is that they often go unnoticed. They lurk in the background, waiting for an attacker to stumble upon them. And when they do, the consequences can be devastating. Security misconfigurations can take many forms. Let's look at some of the most common ones. Default credentials. Imagine buying a new router and leaving the default username and password in place. Anyone with access to your network could easily log in and wreak havoc. Exposed configuration files. These files contain sensitive information about your systems and how they operate. If left unprotected, they're a goldmine for attackers. Unnecessary features enabled. Every enabled feature is a potential entry point for an attacker. Disabling unused features reduces your attack surface. Outdated software. Software updates often include security patches that fix known vulnerabilities. Running outdated software is like driving a car with bald tires and hoping for the best. These are just a few examples. There are countless ways to misconfigure a system, and attackers are always finding new ones. Default credentials are like an open invitation for hackers. They are the usernames and passwords that come preset on devices, software, and online services. Think of your new wireless router or that internet-connected security camera. They often come with simple, easy-to-guess logins. The problem is, these default credentials are often publicly known. Hackers and malicious tools can easily find them with a quick online search. This means they can access your systems with minimal effort. Changing default credentials is one of the simplest yet most effective security measures you can take. It's like locking your front door, a basic step that significantly reduces your risk. Never underestimate the importance of unique and strong passwords. Make them complex, use a mix of characters, and avoid using the same password across multiple accounts. Imagine if a burglar had blueprints to your house, detailing every entry point, every valuable item, and every security flaw. That's what it's like when configuration files are left exposed. These files contain critical information about your systems and how they operate. They might include database passwords, API keys, or even the layout of your network. In the wrong hands, this information is incredibly dangerous. Attackers can use exposed configuration files to gain unauthorized access, steal sensitive data, or even take control of your entire system. Protecting configuration files is crucial. This includes using strong access controls, encrypting sensitive information, and storing them securely. Remember, these files are like the blueprints to your digital world. Keep them safe and out of the wrong hands. Section 5. The Case of the Careless Admin. A real-world misconfiguration story. Let's look at a simplified but all too common scenario. A company's website runs on a popular content management system. The website administrator, rushing to meet a deadline, forgets to remove a temporary directory used during the site's setup. This directory contains backup files, including a copy of the website's database. Unbeknownst to the admin, the directory is accessible to anyone on the internet. A hacker scanning for vulnerable websites discovers the open directory. Within minutes, they download the database, gaining access to sensitive customer information, names, addresses, credit card details, everything. This scenario highlights how a seemingly small misconfiguration can have catastrophic consequences. It underscores the importance of vigilance, even with seemingly minor details. Section 6. The high cost of misconfiguration, data breaches, and beyond. The repercussions of security misconfigurations can be severe, impacting individuals and organizations alike. Data breaches. One of the most common and damaging consequences is a data breach. Hackers can exploit misconfigurations to steal sensitive information such as customer data, financial records, and intellectual property. System compromise. Misconfigurations can give attackers complete control over your systems. They can install malware, steal data, disrupt operations, and even hold your systems hostage for ransom. Service downtime. Even if data isn't compromised, a misconfiguration can lead to service outages. This can disrupt business operations, impact revenue, and damage your reputation. The financial and reputational damage caused by a security breach can be devastating. It can take years for an organization to recover from such an event. Section 7. Locking the doors. Strategies to prevent misconfigurations. The good news is that many security misconfigurations are preventable. By adopting a proactive security posture, you can significantly reduce your risk. Disable unused features. Every enabled feature is a potential entry point. If you're not using it, disable it. It's like locking the windows you don't open. Implement proper permissions. Don't give everyone the keys to the kingdom. Grant users only the access they need to do their jobs. Keep systems updated. Software updates often contain security patches. Regularly updating your systems is like reinforcing your defenses against known threats. These are just a few examples of preventative measures. By implementing these and other security best practices, you can create a much more secure environment. Section 8. The power of updates. Keeping software current. In the digital world, software updates are like regular checkups for your computer systems. They often include crucial security patches that fix newly discovered vulnerabilities. Think of it like this. Hackers are constantly finding new ways to exploit weaknesses in software. When developers discover these weaknesses, they release updates to patch them. By keeping your software up to date, you're essentially closing those loopholes before hackers can exploit them. It's a simple but effective way to stay ahead of the curve. Remember, neglecting updates is like leaving your front door unlocked. It's only a matter of time before someone takes advantage. Section 9. Automation, your security best friend. Managing security configurations manually can be tedious and error-prone, especially in complex IT environments. This is where automation comes in. Automated tools can help you scan your systems for misconfigurations, enforce security policies, and even apply updates automatically. They act as tireless sentinels, constantly monitoring your systems for potential weaknesses. By automating these tasks, you free up your IT staff to focus on more strategic security initiatives. Plus, you reduce the risk of human error, which is a leading cause of security breaches. Think of automation as your security assistant, working tirelessly to keep your system safe. Section 10. The never-ending battle. Staying ahead of security threats. The threat landscape is constantly evolving. New vulnerabilities are discovered every day, and hackers are always finding new ways to exploit them. This means that securing your systems is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. It requires vigilance, adaptability, and a commitment to staying informed about the latest threats. By embracing a security-first mindset, implementing robust security measures, and remaining vigilant, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to security misconfigurations. Remember, in the world of cybersecurity, complacency is not an option. Stay informed, stay proactive, and stay safe.